it was just incredible to see all of this science and collaboration and these presentations, and it just everything that's going on it's mind blowing. And I think that that was pretty present throughout. And again, I'm going to start with the same kind of call to action here, right? And that's to participate, in everything. There's clearly so much that is happening, and so much that we're able to do, and everybody has a job, and that job is so clear, and it really is to participate. So I have a lot of information that I was hoping to present here on the koala study and how you guys can, how everybody can participate. Kat or Dylan, is there any update on the?
We're working on it.
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to see if I should keep going. So I'm going to keep going. The thing that is so remarkable is that, you know, there are 5 things that we can really do here. And you know, the first call to action is to participate, right? Because participation equals treatment. Really, that's how we do it. And we found out how we participate, and then we will share that information again about who we contact to do that. And also, of course, if there are more questions, there's the org is always here for everything. There's always an answer, and if we don't have an answer, we know who to point you in the direction of to get that answer. And you know, my main message here is to don't ever give up. That's something that just is teeming through our community. Is the ethos of never giving up and doing it together as a community. So I would say that, you know, I did have one quote that I was hoping to share underneath a video here that is from Nelson Mandela. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done," and that is so true, right? The seemingly impossible can absolutely happen if we all keep banding together and if we all participate. It's the most important part of everything we do. And this, you know, one of the other things that is just so necessary, and this was going to be sharing a picture that a lot of the families did last year during COVID. We sent something out to the community, to the groups, and to the researchers who were working so hard that, you know, it's called "Hero to Our Heroes," and it was a picture of all of the you know, the kids with a little note saying, "Thank you, researchers, for being relentless even during this uncertain time." So it's the knowledge that no matter what is going on in the world, there is. Hey, here we are. Can you guys see this? This is great. Kat, can you go back to the first slide, because it does have some really important information on it. So right. So I'd love
thanks to IMS.
Thanks, IMS. If everyone could take out your phone or do a screenshot here, I want everybody to have this information that's right in front of you right now, this call to action. And the call to action is to participate, like we were just talking about. And this has all the information that you need. So I'm going to count to 10, and then we'll move to the next slide. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm hearing screenshots. I love it. Okay, everyone should have this information. And so if you don't and you need it again, just reach out and we'll certainly get it to you. Can you go to the next slide, please, IMS? Thanks. And it is a video, so if you're able to play it, that would be wonderful. And this is "Don't ever give up." And this is just for a little context here. This is our son Nat showing our daughter Susanna, who is affected by KIF1A, how to throw a coin into a wishing well and make a wish. And I think you can just press play. Thank you.
First, you're going to get a pencil. Then you're going to make a wish. And then you're going to toss it into the water fountain and hope your wish comes true. And then, okay, so here. I'll, okay.
You can do an overhand, Suze. You got such a great pitching arm. Throw it like a ball.
You can't go. You want me to show you? So I'm making my list. Oh, and don't tell you this. Okay?
Yay! Good job, Suze. Good. Yes.
You want to make one more here? Yeah. Okay? Same way.
Yay!
You can stop the video now. Thank you. So,
First, you're going to get.
that just a little bit more context and a bit of a story from that. Susanna moves around a little bit differently now. That was a couple of years ago. She's now in a wheelchair, and things are just a little bit different. But I sent that email to Dr. Chung, and some of you might have heard me talk about this before because I do show this video. And she sent me back one sentence, and the sentence was, "I know what my wish is." And I think we all have the same wish, and we're working so hard to get there. And you saw today all of the work that is happening. All of this work is a direct and immediate result of our community, of each person who's on here, every scientist, every researcher, every parent, every patient, every child, every person who's no longer with us, who is in our heart every single day. And it's so important to always celebrate that community and to always communicate and send a picture and just to give somebody a virtual hug, and it always adds a little bit of inspiration. And it's something that this was Kat's idea, and it's just it's something that we should always keep in our minds and just always be doing, and that's celebrating our champions, our community, and everybody who's here. You can go to the next slide, please. Thanks. And the next thing that we can do is always hold each other up. We're a community, and when we talk about how are we going to accelerate the pathway to the clinic, we can't do that unless we're always holding each other up. And these are some pictures of our kids and our adults and the people who are just always holding each other up. And if these kids and these people can hold each other up, then we certainly can, as a community of researchers, of scientists, of parents and caregivers and family members and everybody else out there. So the key, we always have to hold each other up no matter what. And it's going to be hard. We all have some really hard days, and it is just hard to watch what's going on with our family members and the people we love so much. So it's always so important to hold each other up, and we'll continue to do that no matter what. I think that's the picture of relentless right there. You can go to the other slide. Thanks. The next slide. And it's another one of those moments where I knew I was going to cry. This is so difficult to do, is to be present in the moment with the people who have KIF1A, who we love so much. And this picture is people who have become some of our best friends in the entire world. Is a family in Sweden, and this is a time they came to visit us, and Susanna got to meet Eleanor, and this is a picture of Eleanor and my wife Sally, and our daughter Susanna. And when Eleonora and Susanna and Ricardo and Emma and Sally and I got to be together and spend time together and be present with each other, it was a moment that I will hold close to my heart for the rest of my life. And this moment came just a few months before Eleanor died. And it's so important to always be present and treasure those moments. So that's a big one. Next slide, please. And again, always participate participation equals treatment, and it's an incredible team that you'll be participating with. KIF1A.org, we've worked hard to make sure that nobody is going to be left behind. It doesn't matter, we have resources secured to make sure that people from all over the country and all over the world are able to participate. So reach out to the foundation if that's the case. But you'll see when you get here to New York, to where this study is happening, where the koala study is happening, and where the natural history study is happening, you'll be greeted and welcomed by the most incredible, empathetic team of people who are working so hard to develop treatments for our kids and for our family members and our loved ones. So participation. We're nothing without it. We need rapid response times and high percentage of people responding to surveys, to everything that the community puts out. And we'll be focused and we'll be very, very specific when we do reach out to the community. But you have to know that if you don't participate, we're not going to get anywhere. So our community banding together and participating and playing an active role in this research is the only way we're going to move forward. Next slide, please. Now, I had to recycle these two slides. So this is a slide that, these two slides I used in this message in our first meeting, or in-person meeting a few years ago at Columbia. And it was, so there, we've since had about 200 new people join our organization. So I use this metaphor often. You guys people must have remembered the 1980 U.S. Olympic team. And what's remarkable about this picture here is, if you recall when you watch the Olympics, there's one person on the podium when you win a gold medal. And the podium's really small. The podium is not very big. It's big enough for one person's feet. And somehow, when the U.S. defeated Russia in 1980, and we called it the Miracle on Ice, you might remember the famous announcement, do you believe in miracles? Well, all 25 players managed to get together on this one little podium when we got the gold medal. But if you go to the next slide, what everybody forgets is that the USA and the Russia game wasn't the gold medal, was not the gold medal game. The Miracle on Ice never, ever, ever would have been remembered as a miracle if Team USA didn't show up 2 nights later and beat Finland to win the gold medal. So we have to remember Finland. It's tomorrow. It's what we do tomorrow and in the coming days, and the coming weeks, and the coming months, and even the coming years, what defines us as a community, as individuals, and as a group of passionate people who are coming together to hopefully develop treatments as rapidly as possible for our kids who need it so badly, and all of our loved ones who need these treatments without delay. And so it's what we do tomorrow that defines us. So I hope that everybody will take this and this incredible day of science, of research, of community, of interacting with the people who we love so much, and remembering the people who are no longer with us, who we'll always love so much, and then look towards tomorrow and take action and participate. So that's all I have. I'm so thankful to everybody in the org and to the entire community here. Thank you.